Hello and welcome to Kristiansand. Today we are going to fly the Black Square Turbine Duke to Sandefjord Torp Airport using BeyondATC premium voices and traffic injection. The current weather is the live weather again, and we are flying in real time as well. And it seems like there isn't much traffic currently according to the sources. The Turbine Duke did get an update recently, and now you can do the walk around, or at least some parts of it. I think I have just removed everything that can be removed, and basically you cannot check the flight control surfaces or the wheels themselves. If you hover over the wheels, it will always give the wheel chocks, but you can set them from any distance. Also, the door can be opened and closed from the outside, so we could close the door before entering, but let's just not do that. Oh, that's a nice feature. So, now that we are inside, let's quickly remove you, and you, and let's not forget to close the door. So, let's start our checklists. So we just did our walk around, control locks are removed, seats and seat belts are secured, cabin door is latched. Okay, no temperature yet. Let's just give ourselves a bit of fresh air. Nose baggage door is latched, parking brake is set. Yes. Landing gear lever is down. Electrical switches are all off. Oxygen is within 1550 and 1850. Circuit breakers are all in. Yep. Supplemental bleed air. Cabin pressure shut off. And alternate static air normal. Okay, CO detector issue. Environmental mode off. Flaps are up. Power levers are... Oh, they are not set, and I just have to switch my throttle levers because it's set for jet. Just a second. I knew I was forgetting something. So, let's try to find a position where it's not in beta. RPM should be high, and condition levers should be cut off, which is where they are, but I still need to put the levers on. Alright. trims are centered and fuel selectors are on. That's the pre-flight checklist complete. Okay, nav light, beacon light, and battery master. We have 24.9 volts. Let's see battery number 2. It's just the same. So let's go for both. I also like to use a bit of ground power just to save our batteries. Nope, not you, not you. And now we can see it's 2 degrees Celsius inside, so let's quickly close that. Right. Since we have external power, let's switch on avionics so we can enter the flight plan. I know, that's what we are going to change. So today we are flying to Sandefjord Torp, which is Echo November Tango Oscar. Echo November Tango Oscar. And we will not have any waypoints because our flight plan and our route is so short that it consists only of a departure and an arrival. So it's WOVET 2 Alpha, so I guess it will be on the end of it. WOVET 2 Alpha from runway 3. Load. Back. And Ulmuk to Sierra. To runway 18. And I also plan, we will see what BeyondATC thinks about it, ILS 18 from Vapto. Okay, let's get back to the map and see what we just made. So that's WOVET, Ulmuk, Mopa, Vapto, Aslak, and the arrival. Also with the missed approach correctly in. I think we should have something like this initially. Right, let's get back to the checklist. Fuel quantities. We have 140 gallons, which should be about 950 pounds. We will use a little more than 200 on this flight, so we should be 945. We should be absolutely okay with the fuel, even if we have to come back. Our alternate is coming back right here. Okay, let's listen to ATIS and get our clearance. So ATIS is 12448, but before I do that, let's quickly set you to 1215. And we are also going to monitor that. So let's see if it's correctly recognized as tower. Nope, then 118105. Oh, I'm trying to put it into the nav frequency. No wonder. So let's go again. It seems like it's been a bit of time since I last flew. 12448.
0.03, QNH 1006. Landing and departing runway 03. Transition level 080. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Kjevik. Advise on initial contact, you have information echo. Kjevik Airport information echo. 0749er Zulu. Wind 045 at 5. Scattered at 100. Scattered at 4000. Temperature 03. Dew point 03. QNH 1006. Landing and departing runway 03. Transition level 080. Temporary flight restrictions are in effect for Kjevik. Advise on initial contact, you have information echo.
Okay. Kjevik Tower, good morning. Duke Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November information echo on board request IFR to Sandefjord.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November Kjevik Tower, thanks for echo, expect runway 03 Vavet 2 Alpha departure, initial climb to 6,000 feet, squawk for 411.
Vavet 2 Alpha departure, squawk 4411, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, read back correct, call me back when ready for start of taxi.
Wilco, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Okay, initial 6,000. And we got the departure what we were planning, so let's go for the engine start. Tower Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, request engine start.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, startup approved, call when ready for taxi.
Affirmative, startup approved, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Okay, so we have checked, but now we have 28 volts both, that's okay. Ignition on. Should be above 15 ng, but let's wait for 17.
All aircraft be advised, information Foxtrot now current QNH 1006.
Okay. You shouldn't be on. Let's set you to standby. We don't want to fry anyone. Okay. waiting for 17. Fuel. Okay, they seem to have stabilized, and battery tank is still in the green. So nav lights already on, beacon lights on. Let's go for strobe and also recog. Oh, it cleared up nicely. That's good news. Inverter main should extinguish the warning. Let's give us a bit of heat. To be cozier. Oh, this looks real nice. I'm just gonna take a photo of it. So, let's get back to what we were doing. This airport, to my best knowledge, doesn't have a designated run-up area. So let's quickly do what we can do here. Remote compass is in the slave mode. Fuel selectors to crossfeed. Pink pumps are on already. Date. Ignition can go to auto. I just want a little over 2000 RPM, so we can okay. All the way down to 150. Right. fire detector. And of course it triggers the warnings for the fire. Okay, left generator reset. And the right one takes the load. Right reset. And the left one takes the load. Oil doors. And ice doors. I guess, yeah, our oil is quite hot at the moment, but it should start cooling down. And it does. Instrument air is in the green and no lights. Cockpit window was closed because it was too cold, 23 degrees now. That's a lot better than it was. Okay, we are currently at cabin altitude, so let's set minus 1000 and test, and cabin altitude decreases. Our flight will be at 150. Let's just set a bit over it, so just to make sure. Okay, let's check the heatings. So prop heat, and it goes to 17 amps. And the other one goes to 17 amps. Pitot heat, another. And you could see that the amps were rising, so they should be working. Let's do a one cycle for the wing de-ice. Fuel selectors back to on. Pitch trim power on. Let's see if it works. It does. Let's quickly move heading selector to our nose, and with autopilot on. And autopilot disconnect. We can also start fuel. We already should have. 03 is 032, so let's set initial heading to 032, like that. Let's check our flaps. Flaps approach. Flaps full. And back to flaps approach. A quick test of the rudder, left, right, neutral, down, up, neutral, left, right, neutral. Okay, let's get rid of external power, we don't need that anymore. Altimeter is set, takeoff heading set, and we are ready for taxi. Tower Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November ready, request taxi to the active.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, runway 03 taxi via Alpha.
Runway 03 taxi via Alpha, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
The fog cleared up real nice. It'd be fun to take off in IFR, but I also like to see the scenery afterward. That's why we are in Sweden at the moment. I'm sorry, Norway. Taxi lights on, I forgot to set it. Stop here for a second. Landing lights on. All temperatures are in the green. Battery temperature is also in the green. Air conditioning should be off for the takeoff. It was too hot anyways. Landing lights are now on. Transponder is set to altitude reporting. And I think we are good to go. Tower Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, runway 03 ready for departure.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, Kjevik Tower, wind 055 at 5, runway 03, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 03 cleared for takeoff, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
too much power. Okay, so let's go. Gears up, flaps up. A quick departure selfie.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, contact Kjevik departure 118.105.
Contact Kjevik departure 118.105, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Kjevik departure, good morning. Duke Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November 2300 feet.
Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November, Kjevik departure. Good morning, identified, climb to flight level 100.
Climb to flight level 100, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
We can close the oil doors now. I will leave the ice doors open just yet. Get back to heating. We are getting swept away from our course.
Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November. Contact Polaris Control 118.55. Bye-bye.
Contact Polaris Control 118.55, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November. Have a good morning.
Polaris Control, good morning. Duke Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November. Flight level 1080.
Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November, Polaris Control, radar contact, climb to flight level 150.
Climb to flight level 150, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Okay, I should aviate first. I will turn on autopilot because I really want to take a shot of this. Landing lights, taxi lights can go off. We can set a little bit more power because we have lots of it. Okay, cabin altitude seems good. I think it already stopped. No, it didn't stop climbing yet, but almost. You can zoom out a bit. So gears are up, flaps are up. I think we can go ice doors closed. Also, I like to set, if there's a VOR at the airport, it into the navigation frequency, so 11385, transfer you, and then we have a distance to that. Of course, we will have to switch over to ILS frequency, which will be 108.3, but that comes later. And we are also reaching our cruising altitude. So we should be focusing a bit on our speed because we can easily go over speed. And as you can see, we're already 197 knots indicated, so we shouldn't hit over 200. Let's also cut back a bit of RPM. Not bad, but 2150. Even out the engines. And 196 knots, that's I'm fine with. All right. Oh.
Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November. Polaris Control, expect will Mach 2 Sierra, runway 18.
Expecting Uomo 2 Sierra to runway 18, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November. I just realized that we are still running beacon and strobes, and we don't need to. What we can do is pick up 80s, we aren't very far after all, so 11908.
Advise on initial contact you have information, Sierra. Torp Airport information, Sierra, 0834 Zulu. Wind 215 at 4. Ceiling 300 broken. Temperature 07. Dew point 07. QNH 1005. Landing and departing runway 18. Transition level 080. Advise on initial contact you have information, Sierra. Torp Air...
Polaris Control, Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November, flight level 150.
Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November, Mach 2 Sierra, runway 18. Report ready for descent.
Above ground. We cannot set a baro minimum, so we have to be aware.
Mach 2 Sierra, runway 18, call when ready. Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November.
We're just a little bit away from our top of descent.
120.
Descend to flight level 120, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
We don't need to descend this fast. I think about 1000 should be fine. Also we can let cabin altitude to slowly go with it. Okay, we don't want to get too slow. But we don't want to be too fast either. We are going to descend into those, so let's get ahead and open the ice doors. Can descend cabin altitude further.
Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November, contact Ferris approach 124.35.
Contact Ferris approach 124.35, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Ferris approach, Duke Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, flight level 120, information Sierra on board.
Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November Ferris approach, QNH 1005. Expect the ILS runway 18 with the BAPTO transition.
Okay, that's what
QNH
we were.
1005, expect the ILS runway 18 with the BAPTO transition. Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1005.
Descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1005, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
And QNH 1005. bit concerned about those clouds, so I guess I will go windshield heat and prop heat. May even want to descend a bit quicker. Okay, 1500 seems to be ideal. Switch over to the ILS frequency. Still a bit too fast, maybe.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, descend to 3,100 feet.
Descend to 3,100 feet. Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, cleared direct BAPTO, cross BAPTO at or above 3,148 feet. Cleared ILS runway 18.
Cleared direct BAPTO, cross BAPTO at or above 3,148 feet. Cleared ILS runway 18, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Okay, if we need to be above 3,148, then let's set 3,200 for now. We should be 3,000 at Aerobu. Also landing and taxi lights on. Final wind 175, so I am going to set you to 175. Yeah, that's about it. So we are still on nav, so let's set the heading there as well. Don't want to overspeed, so let's pull throttle back a bit. Okay, now we are over BAPTO and let's go for 3,000. We were cleared for the approach after all. and I think it would be wise to slow down. Let's set cabin altitude to 0. Can we arm the approach? All right. All doors can wait a bit. Ignition should be auto. Ice protection is on. Seat and seatbelts are secured. Cabin altitude is set to landing altitude. Fuel selectors are on. Fuel imbalance is 0. Recog lights are on. Pitot heat is on. Windshield heat is currently on. Should be off for the landing. We are 12 miles away from the airport, so I will keep this speed for a little bit.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, contact Torp Tower 118.65, bye-bye.
Contact Tower 118.65, Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November, bye-bye.
Okay, Tower on 118.65. Torp Tower, Duke Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, ILS runway 18.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, Torp Tower, wind 215 at 4, runway 18 cleared to land.
Runway 18 cleared to land. Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Let's slow down just a bit. I said slow down. That's the way. Let's drop the gears. And of course we will need to add throttle now that the gears is down, but we can also go flaps approach. 4 miles away. Let's go flaps 4. Throttle back to the maximum. I'm still going to keep the anti-ice for now. But environmental will be off. Ignition is set to auto, flaps down, gears down. Cabin altitude differential is 0. Oil doors can go open. I wouldn't mind to see the runway. And I think I see the runway now, so autopilot off.
Tango Mike November, exit right at Whiskey 2.
Exit right at Whiskey 2, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Okay, it was too bad. I could have exited here, but and it would also directly lead to the GA apron, but Whiskey 2 is not this one. Is this one. Okay, landing lights.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, contact ground 126.175, bye-bye.
Ground 126.175, Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November.
Okay, 126 175.
Hotel Alpha Tango Mike November, request taxi to the ramp.
Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November. Welcome to Torp Airport. Say parking or advise if need assignment.
Request ramp 70, Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November.
Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November. Ramp 70 taxi via Whiskey 3.
Ramp 70 via Whiskey 3, Hotel Alpha Tango, Mike November.
Flight director anymore. Oh, that business jet is way too close to the goal. Okay, 70 should be this one. And parking brake. Taxi light off. Okay. Oil doors can go closed. Ice doors can go closed. Can stop you now. Heating can go off. I will not turn back cabin heating, so avionics off. Generators off. Propellers feather. Let's give it a bit of time to turn, and then condition levers cut off. ENG is below 10%, so pumps can go off as well. Battery 1, battery off. Control locks and wheel chocks, please. Not this way, but this way. So, it was an interesting flight after a long time being away from the simulator. I hope you enjoyed
All
this
aircraft
trip
be advised,
to
information Tango now
Sandefjord,
current, QNH 1006.
even if now Tango is current. So thank you for joining me on this flight. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going to see you on our next flight. Until then, goodbye.